And there we go. The Imperial Federation is complete. You are now be known as the Empire. In 1937, the 9th of June. Alright, so what you're going to do is you're going to take your whole army. You're going to put them on a fallback line on London. And then you're going to turn them all on horses. In research, it really does not matter what you do. It's all your choice because this is going to be your playthrough. But for me, I'm just going to do all the basics. This is what I'm going to be doing. Then when it comes to building, you're going to build only mills. At production, we're going to delete the Navy again. And then we're going to delete the planes. Then we're going to switch them out with convoys. Don't forget to add some trucks. Put them at 2. We're going to delete artillery. And then we're going to put all of our stuff back on guns. And then for the focus, we're going to do Reinforce the Empire. Then when it comes to Navy, you left click and then you hold shift and you click the rest of them to select all of them. And you right click on the reserves, you click enter, and then they all go in. You click on the reserve button, you click G, and then you move them back up to a new template. Alright, now that that's all done, you can click play. Oh, and I forgot to mention, do not use a single bit of political power. You need to save up as much as possible, most likely up to 650. If Ethiopia tries and asks to be in your government, just say no to them. We do not want them in our government. We do not want them being in the Allies. If you get this event for Turkey, just say we should back them on the matter. Now, once you've done Reinforce the Empire, we're going to do a service overseas. Oh, yeah, and when it comes to garrisons, make sure you either put them at a local police force or a local autonomy. And also put them on horses. So there's two options you can do with these planes. You can either delete all of them or you can train all of them if you'd like. If you want to use them to fight in the Civil War, I mean, that's completely your option, but I wouldn't recommend it because you're just losing your own planes at that point. If you want it for the air speed, then I guess go for it. But for me personally, I'm just going to delete the whole Air Force and hopefully the AI does not put it up. Alright, and once you complete the focus service overseas, you can do the Encourage the Colonial Elite with the extra research bonus. And also, you got 5 extra army experience for doing that focus, the service overseas. So what I'm going to need you to do is go to your designer. I want you to click on create empty template. And then I want you to click on infantry division and then artillery. I'm going to have one artillery right there. And you click save. If you want to name them, you can call them the alts and you rename. There you go. But we're just going to leave it here just for later. Also, go to your logistics and then click on the artillery and then delete all of it. We're not going to need artillery. We just need the template. Alright, so when you get the Edward the 8th abdication crisis, it depends on which ideology you're going down, but if you're going down a line, do the instant royal marriage. We're not going down a line. We're going a different ideology. So I'm going to just do the first one, abdicate the king. Alright, once the colonial elite is done, I want you to go to this side of the focus tree. I want you to click change a course. Alright, once you complete change a course, you do organize a black shirt. Alright, now that you've organized the black shirts, I want you to do this. Take your horses, turn them all into your alt division, and then click on focuses, move all the way over to the limited rearmament. Now that all your infantry is artillery, what I want you to do is delete the fallback line and then click on shift Q to open up your political decisions. You should have 661 political power. If you've been not spending it the entire game, you should have the exact same that I have. This is what I want you to do. Click on all these buttons. First do London. London has a big raid. That's great. Now we do this one, and then we do this one, and then we do this one, and then we do this one down here, and then we do this last one on the left. Maybe you get it, maybe you don't. This one is a if. At this point, you're basically gonna go into a civil war, but if you get it, then you get it. If you don't, then that's so sad. Alright, so it looks like we did not get it, but they got half of our artillery divisions that have no equipment and no organization whatsoever, so this will be a little bit easier. You're gonna turn all these divisions to infantry divisions. You're gonna add all the rest of the infantry divisions to your army, and what you're gonna do is you're gonna assign these 3 divisions down here. You're gonna assign these 4 divisions right up here, and you're gonna assign the rest of them up here, and then you're gonna wait for them to organize a little bit. If you want though, you could instantly take this port so nothing spawns in here. You can just easily take it, and then with this guy, if you want, you can move him down to Portsmouth, Plymouth, take it, but if someone's there, then just wait. And if everyone else is, let them all reorganize on the front line. Looks like we got both of them. That is honestly pretty rare. So I guess just take the rest of the land and move them all up to the front line. And then if you want to, just move through the cracks and the little empty holes and try and get some encirclements if you can. If you cannot, it's fine. Now just finish off this little division down there and then move them up to the front line. Alright, now that all the extra divisions are all dead, move them all to the front line, let them reorganize just a little bit. And then we're going to do a front line and we're just going to push. Then you click the button. Alright, now we got the encirclement. So we're just going to move all around them. And at this point, the United Kingdom is about to pass away, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to do all these little dominions, and we're going to declare war on all of them. Alright, so let me explain what's going to happen. So, By Blood Alone has changed the peace conference system, if you have not noticed. Now, whatever minor nation is inside of a major nation's war, and no matter if you've touched it or not, if it's in the war, you are guaranteed to have it in the peace conference. And I think this is because back then, you would declare war on a minor nation, or you declare war on a crap ton of nations. Like, for example, Germany declaring war on the United Kingdom, and in the peace conference, it would not get the British Raj, you will not get the British Malayans, because you never attacked them, which kind of makes sense, but at the same time is a little bit annoying since you fought so hard to get that, and then you don't even get them because they have no casualties, even though they probably put their navy, military, or air force above your land. So they got you, but you didn't do anything to them, so therefore you did not get the land. In this DLC, you do. You get every piece of minor land that is inside the war. So now that all these nations are inside the war, once you capitulate the United Kingdom, you will get all of them, and you can annex all of them. So I'm gonna say right now they're probably gonna fix that that pretty soon. So if you're watching this video and you want to try this out, I would say do it today. And then now this way you should have an easy push. You just go around them. And if you get any of these encirclements here, then yeah, just finish them off. Try to avoid attacking them if you can. And that's the British. And now you have all this land. All the land is all yours now. You get to annex everything. So this is what I'm going to do. Click annex all the British Austria, all of Canada, all of New Zealand, all of South Africa, all the British Raj, all the Malayans, and then all the United Kingdom. Now you own it all. End of the British Civil War. And now you own the entirety of the British Empire. And you don't even have to go to war with all of them. So because of this, it instantly bypasses all of this because they're all dead and you control them all. So it instantly bypasses everything. The last thing you need to do now is click Imperial Federation and then it'll happen. And there we go. The Imperial Federation is complete. You're now be known as the Empire. In 1937, the 9th of June. And now you have a ton of cores. You have basically more factories than everyone in the entire game. You have 81 civs, and your consumer goods will go down more and more throughout the game because Oswald has a few abilities that get rid of consumer goods as economic reformer, but there's also some other focuses he has that also lower that down. Anyway, once you complete the Imperial Federation, you're basically free to play the game as it is. One of the strongest nations in the game now. Although the United States is kind of above you, you have way more land than they do. So if you wanted to obliterate them right off the bat, you can just justify war goal in the Philippines. Well, anyway, I'll see you guys next time.